Hey folks, Landstryder here, and welcome back to another episode of Diary of a Technowizard. I'm here on the Primus server playing the Unabridged Modpack, and today I've got lots of things to talk about, show you. The pack has been updated, there's some new mods. So just as I finished up all of my Thaumcraft research, there's now some new Thaumcraft research to do. But first, let me start by reviewing what I did with the mob farm controls. This I think I showed last episode or episode before last, where I changed everything over to Automagy crystals and stuff for the controls. So down here though, I did do the thing that I was talking about, and I'm using a dense crystal here now. I got rid of the knot gate and just replaced it with a basic redstone torch. So that basically simplifies it up, makes it more magic all around. So the only gate that I'm using in the entire system now is this one right here, this AND gate. And that's just because to do a three-way AND gate with vanilla redstone would take up a lot more space. And I thought that was okay to have that. Well, it keeps it from taking up too much space. So let's go down and take a quick peek of what I did down in the actual farm, because it is slightly different. Just the redstone controls is now all switched over to Automagy. I moved the where's it at? This one right here. I moved the amplified crystal down just a little bit so that I get that little bit of extra boost to go all the way through to all of the redstone torches out here that shut off the various redstone crystals that are keeping the glowstone out. Excuse me. And then over on the side, I'm just going down the side with redstone crystal, coming around and hitting another torch. So yeah, that's all there really is to it. It's all magic now. And you'll all notice that there's some interesting things in my inventory. So apparently when we did the update, because of the starting inventory was changed. So you no longer start with a bag of goodies. There's actually a starting inventory. And that gives you a set of mud armor, apparently a stone axe, a chisel, which would be really nice at the very beginning if you're just starting up, and this bag of books. Yeah, I think that's everything. Yeah, that was everything that it added to my inventory for startup. But since I'm not fresh off the boat, we're going to go ahead and pitch those mud armor bits. I don't need any stone axe. And does this chisel have any stuff in it? Does it have anything to it? It does. A little bit of. So I'll melt that down. I'll come up here to my awesome advanced alchemical furnace. And back here I've got it looks like quarry stone. It says it's quarry stone, but it's actually an item buffer there in the floor. And if we get out this, we can see through to the wirings that are going on the floor. I've got item conduit coming. This is the same item conduit that was coming from down there. Brings all the mob drops up. All the armor, basically just diamond armor at this point. So if we look at the no, it doesn't like it when I click with that. Let me get a regular wrench out for this. It doesn't like the network wrench. Let's try this. So yeah, diamond armor, potions, and diamond tools that come from the mob farm should come up here, go into this item buffer, and then get pulled out, pushed up into that open crate, and dropped into the alchemical furnace to be melted down for essentia. And then brought back into the system, and I put 2 speed upgrades on this so that it would be able to handle a really steady flow of items. Pretty steady flow of items. Yeah, and then because this is an item buffer, I can also use that item buffer and attach either an interface if I want to auto-craft something, or I can use it as an intermediary inventory because I can set up some things back here with some level emitters, Essentia level emitters, and I actually have one of those in play right now. An Essentia level emitter right there. That is, I just want to, yeah, there we go. So whenever I get below 100 aqua Essentia, it'll go ahead and turn on and pump some water into the arcane, or the alchemical boiler, and make some aqua Essentia and get imported back into the system. So yeah, that's how I'm handling Essentia now. I'd like to go ahead and start setting this up to actually do some auto crafting. So I'm going to have to get a crafting computer soon, and if we look up, you can see that I got rid of my standard Viz network, and of course now I have the bug where it's not going to show me the Viz network. We'll just go through a portal and come back real quick. Sometimes that clears that up. Maybe. That was an interesting bug. Hey, he put a player sensor on there like I suggested. Awesome. Let's just head back and let's see if that fixed that. Getting a lot of like frame freezes now around the base since the update. I don't know what that's, but yeah, there, now I can see them. So this is bringing the Essentia network into the AE system, and then I'm just using cable to bring it around. I've got a port right here to feed this thing the Viz that it needs. There's a port here to feed this the Viz that it needs. Although I don't really use this station anymore, I figured I would put it there. And apparently these is one of the new add-ons. I'm not sure how it works. I think this is distribute, rotate, and probably pull everything out of the crafting grid. I'm just guessing. Some new buttons on your interfaces. Okay, it doesn't show it in that one because that's a special crafting grid, but it does show it in this one, so that's cool. Yeah, you see I'm getting them frame freezes a lot now around my place, and I don't know why, but it's going to be a bit of an issue, but I guess I'll have to live with it. Okay, so yeah, put all of those wiring in. A lot of that's basically for future expansion. I'm just trying to get ready. So yeah, that's why I brought this 32 channel dense cable up to there, and then if we go up to the Britannia section, I've got a panel up here now, so that I'll be able to access and craft from the system without having to bring anything else up here. And I got bad news for you guys. I think this is going to go away. I really did love setting up my RedNet controller thing for making the runes, but I think I'm going to go with an all Steve's factory manager setup. So this side's going to go away, basically just so I can get some more space up on this level, because this level's not that big. And I think it'd just be nicer to have this kind of a compact design. Plus, I want to do something where I don't have to have all these droppers. And I shouldn't even really need this chest, because what I will do is I'm going to set it up so that the Steve's factory manager can pull the items straight from the applied energistics system. I'm not going to get into that today, and I'll probably maybe a few episodes I'll have time to put that together and show how that works. But also, I've run a dense cable down the back of this to the downstairs, right down here, and then that piece of conduit is dense ME conduit. The rest of it's just regular conduit going off that direction and over to, I hate it when it does this. The easiest way to fix it though is to just put another hole right beside the visually glitched spot. That comes over to here, and didn't mean to break that. Get me this. Give me that piece of yeah, there we go. Conduit facade back. But yeah, you can see the conduit comes all the way to here, pops over to right here, and we have an export bus exporting ender pearls into our thing, so we won't ever run out of power. shouldn't ever run out of power anyway. Especially when you come up and take a look at the number of ender pearls that I got. 4,000 something there right now. So yeah, don't think we're gonna have an issue with power. Now I don't know if I even want to open this bag of books. I don't really want to throw it away though, because you can't have a chance of getting some random books. Okay, we'll just do it. What all do we get? We got all kinds of things. Encyclopedia Tropica, some Witch's Brew stuff, some tools, like 3 Encyclopedia Tropicals. That's kind of silly. 2 Diaries of the Tinker, the Book of Gears, which is the Pistronics book, and Tinker's Construct, and Brews and Infusions from Witchcraft, and this one, whatever, the Mr. Crayfish Furniture Mod Recipe Book. Okay, well, I'm just going to go ahead and throw them in here. And another Lexicon Britannia. Oh, and I guess it gave me an ethereal bookcase. Is that full of books as well? No. It's just a bookcase made with ethereal wood. Yeah, I guess so. Neat. Okay, we'll just throw that in there too. Alright. Get it out of my inventory. Now you've seen what was there. Okay, so I think what I really want to do this episode, aside from getting some auto crafting going, we're going to get that here in a little bit. But for that, I want to do a fight, a boss fight. And you look in here and see that I already got a Ring of Thor. And that is from fighting the Gaia, the hardcore Gaia spirits. So I need to take some of my Gaia spirits that I have with some Terra Steel. Oh, I don't have my regular crafting kit anymore. So we'll do this. These 2 chests will go away, and not all that stuff will go into the ME system. So I'm going to have to make some more drives. So that's going to give me a Gaia Spirit Ingot. Nice. Now with that, I can summon the hardcore Gaia. And I probably want to have this on, and I don't need that in my inventory or that. And yeah, we're going to want to have our Globetrotter sash on, because we want to be able to move super fast while fighting this boss. Yeah, lots of freezes. Don't know what that's about. But I didn't get that before the patch, or update, or whatever, so, yeah, we'll see. Anyway, let's do this fight. It's fun. Oh, don't forget to get my boss killer out. There it is. My Enderium Rapier with massive amounts of damage. Still needs to level up once. Oh, and another thing that was added is this slot right here. So if I want to trash something, I have a trash slot in my inventory now, no matter where I'm at. That's kind of nice. So is it just, nope. Shift. As hard as you try, the beacon will not accept your sacrifice. You believe the ritual grounds might be improper. What? Well, that's interesting. I never got that before. Really? Apparently there was an update to Britannia and has made this not work. So why would this not work? It used to work fine. Ah. What a error. What can I do to make this? Okay, well I don't know why it would say that, because this was fine before the update. Okay, I guess we're not gonna fight the Gaia. So now I got lag spikes and things that don't work. Lovely. I'm really not liking this update all of a sudden. Oh yeah, can't use the elevator with this thing on. So yeah, I want to do some auto crafting. I guess we're going to do that instead of fighting the guy, and I'll have to work out what I need to do to make that arena work again between this episode and next. I think it's probably just to bring that level of some of those blocks down, maybe. I don't know. I don't know why you would be forced to not be able to put a wall around it like I've got, because that's gonna reduce lag from all the particles and stuff. So that just seems silly. I don't know. That makes me mad. Makes me mad. It does. Anyway, we need a crafting computer thingy for, there it is. We need this guy. So we're going to get that. We're going to get a 1K crafter to start with. No. We want to actually, let's go up to a, because it's not too hard to make the 16K, and that should do a pretty good amount of crafting for us. So if we get, so I need 3, 6, I think 9, yeah, 9. What if I just wanted to do a 64? Or what if I made a couple of them? 9. So if I have multiple crafting, that way I can have a few different crafting things going at the same time. I think the 16Ks aren't too bad. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, it seems like a good idea. So then I would need 4Ks. I need these. Give me 9 of those. Yeah. And then give me the 16Ks. And now I should be able to make 2 more of these. 1, 2. And yeah, there we go. 16Ks. 3 of those. Next gen crafter. Okay, so and if I understand right, the coprocessors, we'll do it like this. That way I know if I coprocessors should allow us to craft additional things. Anyway, I want to put them in because they're not hard. 2 and 3. We're going to give each one of them a coprocessor. Get all 3 of those. And this is actually going to go downstairs. So we need some cable. We've got a little bit of smart cable. That would probably be a good idea. And a little bit of, where's that dents? Might take a piece or 2 of dents just to, yeah, because I think it's going to sit right over here. And I can actually remove some of these bricks. Those aren't necessarily needed. And then I can do, well, it really doesn't matter how I do this. I can come off of there with a dense cable. And then I could go, yeah, let's do this. Do 1. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Let's get some stone to put back in there. Because we don't want that to be a hole. And then I'll put a coprocessor there. That. And it doesn't matter if it connects or not. We'll just do it like that. Here we go. There's some processing power for us for crafting purposes. Down here in the basement where it won't necessarily be seen. Although it really does look cool. Maybe I should find a nice place to put it upstairs. Well, I might move it later. But for now, it's good. Now we should be able to actually do some auto crafting once we have all the rest of the proper tools. Like we're going to need a, what's it, terminal. There's this particular terminal that I know we need. We need the pattern terminal. So we need a crafting terminal, which we're going to need an actual regular terminal for. What are we missing for that? Oops. No, come on. There, that, we were missing these things, and what else were we missing for this? The panel itself. Okay. Get some of those. So, we need the crafting terminal first. So we're going to need one of those, and we're going to need the actual terminal. Then we make it a crafting terminal. then we can make it a pattern terminal. There we go. Yeah. Now a good question is where we're going to put this. That is a good question because yeah, I don't really want to stuff it back here. There's enough stuff going on back there already. What I could do is go back downstairs and put it like right here. Just right beside this, like so. There's our crafting terminal, and then we can also, there's a terminal I made on accident that I should have in here. Terminal, yeah, this one right here, the interface terminal, which would be good because this one will allow us to access all of our interfaces throughout the base and actually put the patterns in. So there we go. We got one attached to the alchemical construct. We know which one that one is. And a nothing. And I don't know where that one is off the top of my head. I wonder where that one's at. I'll figure it out. But there we go. There's our crafting setup. So we're going to need to get some patterns. We're also going to need, you know what else I'd like to have is a molecular assembly chamber. So we can actually use this to craft. The molecular assembly chamber. I'm just missing a crafting table for this. You know, I use these from time to time. It'd be nice just to have a few of them in there. So let's do that. We're gonna get a molecular assembly chamber. Yeah. You know what? Actually, let's get. Can I not get any more? Apparently, I don't have everything that's in there that I need to have for that. If you do have everything, it'll put the thing in there, regardless of whether you have the stuff in your inventory. But if you don't have the stuff in there, it just won't allow you to take it out of that particular grid. I think that's how that works. So I'm also going to want some interfaces. Not the vis relay interface. I just want a standard old interface. And that's my formation core is probably what we were missing. I just made a bunch of them, so I guess we're good on that for a little bit. Now usually I use a bunch of molecular assemblers, or a bunch of interfaces on a single molecular assembler. I don't know if that's necessarily the best or fastest way to do this, so what I think I'm going to do this time, and hopefully this works out. If I put that there, it's attached to that and getting power from that. That's fine. And then if I make this a little one, and then I use this to go here, and then put the interface on the bottom side of that, that should allow me to do some crafting with this, I'm pretty sure. So now I can actually put a couple patterns in there if I want to, and I could also put one on each side of this. I'm not sure how I'm going to expand this further, but I want to get some actual auto crafting going. Because we've got some new things that's going to allow me to completely automate the crafting in the in our thing here, Infusion Altar. We're going to be able to 100% automate the Infusion Altar to auto craft stuff for us soon. So let's take a look at what it's going to take to do that. Now that I actually got that set up, there's a few things I should go ahead and say. Should teach this thing. Let's see. One of the things that I use often is, well, I've got a lot of balance shards right now, so that one's not too important. But the Alimentum, that would be a good one. That would be a really good one to set up. Now that's going to actually require a little bit of a specialty device, because or a little bit of specialization on devices. I don't think I'm going to be able to use those crafting grids downstairs. I don't think. Well, maybe. Let's try it. Let's try that. I might not need to do do anything particular. So if I say coal, yeah, why not coal? And we're gonna need some blank patterns. Patterns. Blank ones right here. Let's get how many of those can I make? 10 apparently, with the glass that I had on hand. And we'll go down and put them in here. And this is going to be this is going to be not a crafting pattern, it's going to be a processing pattern. So that is going to get me alumentum. Okay, I don't have any in there. So we need to go up. I'm not even sure that this is something I need that much anymore, since I've got, since this doesn't require any fuel. This is burning with the lava crystal. Yeah, but I suppose there's going to be some things that I might want it for, so let's set it up anyway. And, you know, I can always recycle the pattern later if I decide that I don't need that recipe, but I do need to get an alumentum in there. So let's put a coal in there. It should automatically process it. Yeah. It's processing it. Now I should be able to find that in the system if I go back down. I might want to put an elevator over here. So if we go alumentum is going to be the outcome. We go ahead and code that. And we go back upstairs. And we go ahead and put that in there. There we go. Now it says it'll make it. So if I come down here and look and say alumentum, and if I middle click, I can go ahead and tell it to craft me, let's say, make 10 of those. Go. And it's working. Okay, cool. That was all I really need to do for that. Now there is some special, let's get our Thaumanomicon out. And take a quick look at what's, oh my goodness, there's a whole new tab. Or two. There's arcane engineering that was added, and I'm not sure what all I might want to do in here, but let's just learn this stuff. Oop, missing some stuff for that. Missing stuff for that. Node destabilizer. This is the one I might actually use, because this will allow you to turn a node into a hungry node. I think that could be cool. That could be a nice way to quickly boost up a node rather than having to do the node bullying. And this is the Gadomancy. Oh my goodness, there's lots of stuff in here. Sticky jars. This is the one I want. This is the one that's going to allow me to 100% automate my infusion altar. So we'll get into that. Let's see, this is something I can node manipulator. Don't know how that works. Oh, but it's apparently a dangerous forbidden knowledge. That's okay. Sticky jars. This will allow you to turn a jar on its side. That's kind of neat, but not overly useful. Just kind of a nice visual thing. I can learn this. The arcane dropper. This is kind of like a. It views the items on the ground as part of its inventory and allows you to pipe in and out of it. Basically allows you to pick things up off the ground with a piping system. And they got a silver wood golem. I don't have the stuff for that yet. Ethereal familiar. I don't have everything for that either. The bodyguard golem core. Apparently don't have that stuff for that. The golem breaking core. That's a new one. And there's apparently some stuff down here maybe. I don't know. Doesn't look like there's anything attached to any of these ones down here, but looks like there might be something there for me to figure out. This is all the same stuff, but I wanted to look in here for this. This is what I wanted to look at here real quick. Because I was thinking that there was, okay, here it is. Knowledge inscriptor. So, okay, I think I only need these if I want to use the arcane assembler. So if I want to make an arcane assembler that can do recipes that are only craftable in the arcane table, then I would need that special stuff. Then I would need the knowledge inscriptor, and then I would also need to make these knowledge cores instead of, and use that in the knowledge inscriptor. But yeah, I think this is just gonna be a quick update of video. I'm really sad that the Gaia fight didn't go, because I was gonna have fun with that. So I don't know. I might try to fix it and then put it here at the end of the video. But if not, I hope you enjoyed this video, and be sure to leave a like, comment, thumbs up if you did. And until next time, I will catch you later.